Mogul Motivation, educating and empowering entrepreneurs 1 week at a time. Presented by True Stories Media. And I am your host, Antoine Twiz Taylor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mogul Motivation. Welcome back. I'm so happy that you are here. You know that famous phrase, you have to pay the cost to be the boss? You know, when we hear that phrase, we automatically think about money, right? We think about finances. And truth be told, you do have to pay the cost to be the boss when it comes to money. When you get a chance, go back and listen to an episode I did over a year ago titled Capital of the Empire. In that episode, I talked about how when it comes to your dreams, your business, it's best that you invest mostly into your business. You invest your own money. You make means your own way before you look for anybody else to invest into your business, because nobody's going to want to invest in you if they don't see that you didn't invest in yourself somehow, some way. And on top of that, when you invest in yourself first and foremost, and for the most part, people respect you more, and you're going to have more control. You're going to have more decision making in your baby and in your vision when you do things that way. So yes, the pay the cost to be the boss does deal with finances, but I'm talking about non-monetary expenses, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about that, because that's what I believe is what keeps a lot of people from being successful in this day and age. Sure, everybody is starting businesses left and right these days. Businesses are popping up. Everybody has ideas. Everybody is going forward with pursuing their dreams. But what bogs us down, what keeps us from getting to that next level, is we don't want to pay the cost to be the boss. We can afford it, but we don't want to pay for it. You got to pay for it, ladies and gentlemen. All those late hours, trying to figure things out, doing research, working on your business plan, trying to map things out, that's paying for it. Getting your ego hurt, your ego bruised, having your feelings hurt, having to develop tough skin when you go and present your business to other people, when you try to sell your product or your service and people look at you funny, people think you're crazy, people think that what you're doing isn't going to work and is a waste of time. Dealing with jealousy from friends, from family members, from people that you least suspect, people who quietly hate and wish for your downfall. You have to pay the cost. You have to pay for it. You're going to have to sacrifice some things. You're going to have to give some things in exchange for success. That's just a reality. That's an ugly truth. And we have to accept that truth. Everybody can't go with you on this journey. It doesn't matter who they are. They could be family, friends. I don't care if you've known them for 20 years. Everybody cannot go with you. And it's not you. You're going to think it's you. You're going to start to believe the lies that, oh, maybe I'm changing. Maybe I'm this and that. No, you are changing, but for the good. You're not changing for the bad. You're not becoming arrogant. You're not becoming cocky. You're not lacking integrity. You're trying to improve your life. You're trying to go forward and do something that most people can't do. So as a result, a lot of people are going to not want to go with you. And if they do try to go with you, they're going to be leeches, and you're going to have to make that conscious decision to remove them from your life, because you can't have leeches and toxic people with you on this ride to success. You're going to have to lose out on a lot of people. You're going to have to lose out on a lot of things like your social life. It's just a reality. You're going to have to stay in on weekends sometimes. You're going to have to put your business and your dreams first and foremost sometimes. You're not going to be able to live the good life that everybody else is living right now. You're not going to be able to take those trips to the Caribbean or to somewhere exotic right now, because you're stuck in your office. You're stuck in your room trying to figure things out, trying to grow this business, trying to get more income. You're going to have to expend on that. These are some expenses that you're going to have. Your ego, your energy, your emotions, your time. All of these are expenses that you're going to have when you're chasing success and building your business. You have to pay for it. And a lot of us don't want to pay for it. We don't want to lose friends because we're afraid we're going to be lonely. First of all, you're never going to be lonely. Let me just tell you that right now. You're never going to be lonely. There's always going to be somebody in your corner. You're just probably not paying attention to them. It's always going to be people in your corner. You need to open your eyes and pay attention to the real MVPs, the most valuable people in your life. But we don't want to lose certain friends. We don't want to lose out on a certain significant other because we think that they're benefiting us. We don't want to lose out on the fun. We don't want to lose out on the fancy trips. We don't want to lose all this thing. We don't want to put in the time and the effort it takes to develop a solid business plan, a solid marketing strategy. We don't want to spend our time on that. We don't want to get our feelings hurt. We want to stay comfortable. We want to stay protected. We want to stay in the status quo. We want to stay at a plateau. But if you're going to pay for it, if you're going to be successful, a lot of those things and more that I haven't even named, those are going to be in expenses. You're going to have to go through some expenses, ladies and gentlemen. It's just no way around it. And that's why a lot of us don't become successful, because we don't want to pay for it. Sure, money is a major issue when it comes to building a business. You need capital to build a business. That's a fact. But it's not money. That's not the main reason why a lot of people don't become successful. The main reason is we don't want to pay for it. We don't want to be proactive and do all the things that most people won't do. That's why most people don't become successful. The moderate success that I have accomplished in my business from 2011 to now, I paid for all of it. All of it, I paid for it. I had my feelings hurt. I had to lose out on some friends, some family. I had to miss out on all the fun trips. I had to miss out on a lot of things. I had to pay for it. And I had to make that voluntary decision to do it. Because I really want to be successful. I really want to be a millionaire. I really want to be a billionaire. And in order to get there, I had to do it. So you have to make that decision right now, today. How bad do you really want it? If you really want it that bad, you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it with everything that you have. But you have to realize who can come with you on this journey and who can't. You have to realize what's a priority. Is it a priority to go on this trip or is it not? You have to realize these things. And these are just a few examples. Don't get caught up on these examples I'm using. These are just a few examples. It's a lot more things out there, but you have to make that decision on what's going to benefit you, your future, and your business. If it's not benefiting you, if it's going to be toxic, then you don't need it. You have to expend it. It has to be an expense. It has to go. So that's my message this morning, ladies and gentlemen. In order to pay the cost to be the boss, we got to pay for it in more ways, not just money, but with our time, with our energy, with our emotions. We have to put all of this on the line if we're going to get to that next level. And when we get to that next level, we're going to be so much better. We're going to have even more time to do all those fancy trips. We're going to have tougher skin so things won't bother us no more. We're going to have our real friends, our real family around us, surrounding us, enjoying life with us. That's what it's all about. So let's continue to work. Let's continue to imagine reality. And let's continue to pay for it. And then let's pay it forward. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk to you next week.